right across the East River from Manhattan, in Queens, right next to MoMA PS1 in Long Island City, is a building known as 5 Point. I used to live just 2 blocks away from 5 Points, right around the corner. And when I was watching TV this morning on the Today Show, I saw 5 Points being featured by one of their correspondents. And it took me back to a time when I was surrounded by these colorful walls and this colorful cast of characters. Seeing footage of the place that I had taken pictures of hundreds of times and walked by hundreds more, it really drove home the point that I really missed 5 Points. The 5 Points building is special for a variety of reasons. First of all, the sheer size of the building itself. It's one of the largest graffiti institutions in the world. Some of the people that paint there on a regular basis call it an aerosol museum. A graffiti mecca. The largest legal graffiti space in the world. All of these titles are relevant and valid. It is rather awe-inspiring to behold. And on any given day, within the warmer months of the year, as people converge from all 5 boroughs and many countries throughout the world to change the facade of the building in their own colorful way, the building takes on an almost organic feel. As an artist myself, it is a quite inspiring place to find oneself. Inspiration at every turn. But beyond the physical building, the people that call themselves writers are just as vibrant and colorful as the building itself, adding so many more unique stories and flavors to the experience that is called 5 Points. Here I'd like you to go on a bike ride along around the exterior of 5 Points and listen to Dane 2, an old school graffiti writer, as he recounts his history, his relationship with the building.
I don't know if we got audio on this, but I'm videotaping the Bronx. But here you have the infamous 5 Points, a historical landmark, if you ask me, where any toy, as long as you've got paint, don't matter where you're from, just paint. This is something I've been doing since 1978. Never really achieved any notoriety on any subway line except for the A line. I have to admit, there was a time you couldn't ride the A line or the double A line for that matter without seeing me or any one of the members of my crew. My name is Dane 2, TNS is my crew, and Rocksteady's how we do. My mother tried to stop me from this with beatings. The courts try to stop me with incarceration. But here I am, summer 2011, and I rock on. Till the day I die, may I always have a can in my hand. They want to tear this place down. It's a beautiful place, man. So many people have come through here. Sometimes if you dare touch the wall, you can feel the energy of the writers who've come and gone through here. Many who know. Netflix, nobody be in here. It was dead zone.
Yeah.
I come in, I see an old white guy with a push cart, and the guy is actually taking the biggie.
An old white guy
An old white guy was piecing it. I come here, and there was a young, old white man actually with a shopping cart peeling off the biggie. Little by little. What'd you say to him? I didn't say nothing. I don't want to get in the middle of all of this.
So he
With a mustache and beard, dirty blonde, white boy, skinny, old man. You know, he's old. You can see his ribs. He's an old white guy. A homeless look like because he had a shopping
if
cart.
you saw him again, you would know him?
Of course.
Now, let's dig a little bit deeper into the history of 5 Points. Before it was 5 Points, before Mears curated everything, apparently it was known as the Fun Factory. And before that, I'm not sure. But I think it's always been known as a graffiti place, where most people might think you would just walk up and start painting. It's actually a very controlled environment in which a person, whether it's somebody from locally from Queens or the Bronx, or somebody that's flown from Germany, equally, they have to talk to one guy to get permission to paint. And that guy is Mears.
Landing, tongue tied like high tide when it's time to subside. I have you born like beach erosion, enjoy the ride. I kinda twisted, I can't think of the words. If it's time for me to recite this shit, it's absurd. I had like 22 reasons stuck in my hand, 22 coronas, now I'm sinking in sand.
Watch this clip as Mears begins to paint over a wall depicting the Joker and the Batman that had been up for 1 year. And as he begins work on a wall featuring Jim Carrey as Fire Marshal Bill from the 1990s television show In Living Color.
Mind if I give your place a little inspection? I know what you're thinking. We're all perfectly safe. Mind if I give your place a little inspection?
Now, when I first started going to 5 Points, I was actually going inside the building. And if you take a look at this piece of footage right here, it shows what the actual building looks like inside now. It is actually gutted.
Yeah, just say where you're from, man.
I'm from Mexico.
And what are you gonna paint today?
I'm gonna try to do a Mickey Mouse.
Nice.
Now on TV.
Sweet, I'm Colin.
I'm Marco.
Nice to meet you.
And finally, once again, the best thing about 5 Points is, by far, the people. On any given day, there can be a video shoot for a famous DJ, a famous musical artist, a wedding, a group of Japanese tourists, a couple that just went to PS1 that's wondering what's going on across the street with all that colorful paint. Anything. Rappers, video shoots all day long. Cassidy, Styles P, Jadakiss, Prodigy. These kinds of one-of-a-kind personal experiences with a variety from famous to completely normal people, all interacting, all stopping for a second and going, oh my God. Look at that building. It is a quite awe-inspiring, powerful experience. All day long, bike enthusiasts, pretty girls. There was a shoot last year for Rescue Me, the television show. In summation, 5 Points is a one-of-a-kind structure, an art treasure. We cannot let it go to waste. If this man, the owner, a Jerry Wolkoff, a billionaire from Queens, would have his way, 5 Points would be leveled to the ground, and one more stack of condominiums erected right here by the 7 train. If you would like to prevent this or do anything or help out, just contact 5points.com for more information.